Okay, so we're going to talk about how to make a first sound on a clarinet. First, you're going to take your reed. You're going to soak it for a little bit. While we do that, we're going to put the rest of this together. You're going to take your mouthpiece and the barrel, and you're going to stick them together. And you're going to want this all the way pushed in against the barrel. And then you're going to put your ligature on top. And with the ligature, there's a thicker end and a skinnier end. And I want the skinnier end on the top. What I like to remember is that you want the screws of the ligature facing towards your right when it's facing you. So that I always remember it, unless you have a weird one that the ligature goes on the back. But most of the time it's going to be like this. And then when you get the reed, it's a little bit wet. What you're going to do, because if you just put the reed on, and then the ligature on top of it, there's a chance that you could hit the reed and damage it, which you don't want, because with a chipped or damaged reed, you can't really do anything with the instrument. So what I like to do is lift up the ligature just a little bit, so there's a little bit of a gap. And you're going to slide the reed in, and then you're just going to line up the reed so there's just a tiny bit of black at the very, very top of the mouthpiece. Kind of like that, if you can kind of see. And then you can tighten the screws a little bit, just because mine are a little bit loose. And then for generating a sound, for clarinet specifically, you want a high tongue position when you start with teaching students. And the way you can have them feel the tongue position they want is have them go wee. That raises the tongue in the back. And you just have them do that, wee, and then have them put the clarinet, the barrel and mouthpiece and stuff up. And you're gonna teach them to curl their bottom lip above or bottom teeth, but not too far, just like this. Just a little bit, just so it's covering. And then you're gonna have them hit the chin. You want about a third of the mouthpiece in their mouth. And you want them to place their teeth on top. And then they want tight corners, kind of like this in the back. And then they're just gonna blow air. And it just sounds something like this. That's actually pretty good. And just have students do that. You want to teach them to blow cool, fast air to really get a good sound. Because if they're blowing slow air, it's going to sound like. You want the higher pitch sound, which shows that they're using good air and good support for their embouchure and stuff.